There we go. Okay, finally, jeez. Having internet issues this evening. Or afternoon. Or... I think we left off. Basically, we recruited Ira and I went off to train her up some. I say some, but I probably did enough to actually just beat the game. I think we should be going here. Yes. We're one of the odder, like, scenarios in the game. Alright. You got frickin' rock throw. Multiple people now. Oh, it doesn't do that much against these guys? Huh. Usually does about 100. As you can see, Rion has basically access to all the classes except for... I think it's Shaman is what they call it in this one. It's the one right above Hero. Yabo, I actually started going into the monster classes. Went through Bomb Crag and Berserker to get Golem plus Bolt Rat gets Protomech. Melvin, I basically just went straight for God Hand. And Ira, she jumped around a bit. Mainly went into Teen Idol, so she has Hustle now. In fact, Yoon has Hustle as well, and so does Gabo. Yep, we can all be hustling except for Melvin. And we enter a town and there's like nobody around. Welcome to Gorges, home of the winged tribe of Lefa. Would you like to see a flight demonstration? Sure. Here, well then, I'll prove it to you. Well, do you leave me now? Enjoy your stay. Really wanted to show off, you nerds. Yeah, then. Fortunately, during all my grinding, I was never able to actually get my hands on a Dumbira heart. I mainly fought in the tallest tower, because, well, that's where Dumbira can spawn. There is another spot where they can spawn in that is also like an limited area, you know, like, you don't need to worry about your levels for your class stuff. How many times do I have to tell you? That rock is completely useless. Why are you bent on risking people's lives to get it back? We need the Bliss Rock if it has granted us the gift of unending wind. That's not at all what I said. We don't need that wind. Like in my day, we could fly only when the wind was good and we liked it. Times have changed. We can't survive without the wind anymore. Have it your way then. Go ahead and get people killed over your precious little stone. Need that Bliss Rock back. If only we had enough strong people to help us. Huh, you'll need to find some pretty stupid people listening to your story. So yeah, this whole thing is about that Bliss Rock that they're talking about, so that the people around here can fly, because the bird people can only fly with the wind. But that's not exactly true, because the guy is actually completely 100% correct. Because later, the wind completely stops, and then, like, all of the bird people cannot even stand up without the wind. Which is weird, as you can clearly see people walking all over the place. It's weird. You travelers, I'm sorry you had to see us fighting. Something very troubling has occurred in this valley, and we were just debating over it. Must be fate that sent you here to us. Let me tell you the whole story. There's a fae north of the valley, which we've guarded for generations, but a fortnight ago it's invaded by monsters swarming out from a dark cloud. The fane was evacuated, but we committed a grave error. We left the Bliss Rock behind. Bliss Rock brings wind to our people. Without, the air will soon grow calm. That's why I'm looking for brave warriors that can recover the Bliss Rock for us. I can tell you're more than qualified for the job. Will you please go to the Northern Fane and take back the Bliss Rock? Thank you. We'll give you any reward you want if you return with the Bliss Rock. The Fane to the north is as you pass the cliffs opposite us. We're counting on you. It's like, it's so weird. The game really wants this guy to be wrong. That he's an asshole, that he shouldn't be doing this stuff, etc. But it's also like, again, nobody in this place can function without the wind. The wind stops, everybody here is dead, and you would have Grandma saying that's good, it's the right way of things. It's like, why? Even weirder given the fact that, you know, we can clearly see people walking around like it was normal here, but once the wind stops, no one can walk. It's like, okay? That's way bigger deal than just people can't fly whenever they want to, you know? It's like the setup for this whole scenario is really poor. Except for her, she doesn't have wings. How come you always trudge through the cave to reach the cliff? Why don't you do what we do and fly straight up there, huh? Guess I can't fly. I told you that lots of times. What? But you're Pendragon's daughter. Why can't you fly? Told you that lots of times too. I'm not left and I'm an orphan. What? Did you hear that? She's not really his daughter. Yeah, Fury is an orphan. Fury is an orphan. Huh? What do you want? Hey, these people aren't laughing. Furious friends, run! Thank you, but I gotta go. My sister will kill me if I'm late. Goodbye. Okay. Guess it wouldn't be that bad if they could still walk after the wind goes away. But I guess if they could still walk after the wind goes away, then that also means there's not nearly as much of a threat? Like, the stakes aren't as high as we try to, you know, go into dungeons to try to fix it, etc. But it's like, it's really frustrating. Because it somehow makes, like, everybody both wrong and right somehow? I don't know how to put it. It's like, Granny isn't wrong that people are too reliant on it, but it's also like in our universe, if like all cars stopped working, no one could drive, no one could do anything, there would be no transportation or anything like that. Like, yeah, like, oh yeah, we shouldn't have relied on cars enough, but at that point, though, like, Jesus, do you know how many people would actually die from that? Because we don't just use that for people to get to work. That's an extremely important thing for, like, you know, transporting food and other amenities that people need to survive between, well, areas that can make that and areas that can't. Just a normal-ass boomerang? I guess so. I don't know, I guess that's kind of what they're trying to do with this, but the whole thing is, like, you can't do that in a manner that gets everybody killed before they could possibly try to adapt to it. I mean, it wouldn't, like, the whole car analogy, it wouldn't be the end of all humanity for that to happen, because people who do live in major food and water producing states would be able to survive. But everybody outside of that area? Yeah. It wouldn't go well for them. Recall, isn't... Okay, no, I guess there isn't stuff for us to pick up from there. Alright. They did put some stuff up there in the remake. This is also really rather disturbing when someone just says we should, like, sacrifice, like, say, 80% of humanity so people could quit cold turkey on a bad habit that they see. It's like, that's just kind of weird, man. Lime wings. If there's you, I'm afraid you picked the wrong time to come here. The Fane is wrapped in an evil black cloud, so no one can enter it. There's not much in this village, so I'd recommend you head back to the valley. Right. This. Yeah, we really needed to see that, apparently. How was the Fane? Nothing's happening. The Fane is still smothered in darkness. Much longer must we wait. When will the valley send up some help? Afraid we shouldn't expect much. We're not made for battle. Oh, there, what brings you here? Afraid of the man? Oh, really? Must mean you're going to the Fane. Wait, are you even Leffen? I thought so. It makes for a little problem. There's a door in the Fane that can only be opened by a full-blooded Leffen. You won't be able to get past it yourselves. There shouldn't be any problem. The altar which the Bliss Rock rests upon is in front of the Leffen door. No one even have to open it. Ah, that's it. Travelers, the Fane is engulfed in darkness and filled with horrible monsters. Please retrieve the Bliss Rock for us all and be careful. Lived in this valley ever since the Fane was attacked. It's been part of our history since the beginning of time. We can't just let it go. Be the high damage one. If all three of them did that at the same time, that would be terrible. Alright, apparently I gotta use the bathroom. Oh, I guess I will go do that. I've been having stomach issues today for some reason. So I will be right back, I guess, or as soon as I can. Okay, finally back, and hopefully I won't have to again. So then... Alright. I remember this area's kind of funky. We actually had to traverse it a couple of times, and I think we went the right way initially. Oops. And to have her sword dance. Well, I was at least right to go back up there, I guess. There we go. It's a complete dead end, alright. Yeah, she's doing pretty good damage there. Huh. Oh. Right to check down here. Oh, world leaf. Nothing else down there, alright. To the gimmick. Like... Oh wait, do we go at the tail? It is follow the tail. So dramatic about it. There we go, we have to go through there a couple of times. Submit I'm surprised to find one foolish enough to enter the Shroud of Darkness. Unfortunately, you will proceed no further. There's you. But up. Let them sword dance. Gobbo hustling since he's the fastest. He's usually the fastest. Actually, what's his agility now that he's the robot? Probably check that. B, how could I lose to such a group? The dark cloud will be lifted now. You are terribly mistaken. The time will come for you to accept a new world order. You do not yet understand the true meaning of terror. The remake, you can actually cast, well, zoom / return in the past, and it would actually work. For us, we're not so lucky. It's rather unfortunate that this whole part is basically going to be redoing this dungeon again later. Just, except it's got like a bit of an extension at the end. Have enough for the miracle sword yet, or not? One of the nice things about Rack Throw is the fact that it doesn't really care about stats. So no matter what class you are, it's still a good move. I think that should still kill him in one round. Okay, that does way less damage than I was expecting. Still worked. Alright, up to the dungeon proper. Right. Even the point of that freaking staircase. What the hell? It literally leads nowhere. And here's the gimmick with those walls. Up staircase right next to each other. The one over there leads nowhere. Spirit of the wind fly across this land for all eternity. And that is where the final boss of this section is, right there. You just get stopped about here, I think. Here we go. Don't really need to worry about traversing this room since we could just drop down now. Not where I meant to go. Oh, is now scrap iron. He's exactly equal in agility to Rion. Well then. After he finishes up, Proto-Mech Gabo should get access to Evil Mech, aka the boss we fought way back in Farish. the wind were to stop right now, this valley would be finished, but you, Fury, would at least be able to live with your feet on the ground. Promise me, Fury, that you'll live here after the wind dies. Tell the story again, don't worry. No way the wind would just stop blowing. Father told me that if only we got the Bliss Rock back, the wind in the valley would keep blowing. No, 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 it's not some stupid rock that's protecting us. In fact, if that stone had brought us this unending wind, we wouldn't be quaking in fear every time the wind simmered down like this. Can we talk about this later, Grandma? Father's coming home soon. There you go, bring your father up again. Do you really love him that much? I guess without saying, I owe my entire life to him. Alright, fine, I'll say nothing more about this. Where this whole entire arc is just one grandma who really, really hates her son. Father and Grandma have argued with each other for as long as I can remember. I've never understood why. They're both such good people. I burn out whenever I see Furia say she loves her father. That man's no father. He's just a pitiful little man. It's you. Is that what I think it is? Yes, this is it. Thank you, travelers, from the bottom of my heart. The valley is saved. We must now fulfill our promise to you. Tonight there will be a great feast in your honor. Hopefully you've worked up an appetite. Joy that the Bliss Rock was in safe hands. Once more, the Leffins held an amazingly extravagant feast for Rion and the party. However, the festivities were tempered somewhat by the dark cloud that still lay over the fane itself. Soon night became day. Morning, that was quite a feast last night, wasn't it? You might want to stop by the Pendragon's place before you leave. Take care. I'm not entirely certain how they would animate it, but they really would need to, like, I don't know, have it that, like, none of the winged ones would actually have their feet on the ground? Like, everyone's hovering a little bit at all times? It's kind of hard to do in a sprite-based game, but still. Come on, Mother, tell me, what did you do with the Bliss Rock? No, that thing, I threw it out. That can't be, you haven't set foot outside since last night. I gave it to Furia, told her to go throw it in the river. I've got to go stop Furia. What are you talking about? Not half as stupid as you are. Do you really think she'll just throw the stone away because I told her to? I'm sure she'll just give it back to you when my back's turned. She cares too much about you to hurt your feelings. That's the kind of girl she is. How can one be certain? After all these years of raising her as an orphan, you don't have any faith in her at all. You're terrible. Alright, I'll wait for her to come back. Leaving us already? Don't worry about us. Just a little family squabble. I hope you have a pleasant journey from here. I almost forgot. Here's a token of my appreciation. Hopefully it'll come in handy. Agility scarf. Be careful out there and come back and visit us again someday. I mean, seriously, the dude isn't worrying about something that may not, like, that would just become an inconvenience. He's literally worrying about something that would kill his entire people. So, it's like, and yet the game goes so hard on trying to make him seem like a jerk who can't do anything. The valley is stopped. This person appears to be unconscious. It feels so heavy. Why has the wind stopped? Worried you had got away after all my nagging. The wind really did die out, but now... No. Oh, because you removed the Bliss Rock from the Fane? My God, when are you ever going to learn? That stone has nothing to do with anything. I mean, it is actually an important part of how the Fane works. Thanks to him, this valley's been put through nothing but trouble. Now I'm sure I know how to get the wind back. I've fair to ask you, but first could you bring Furia back for me? Furia went out to pick some flowers. She shouldn't be far. I'll tell you about my favorite once you bring her back. One could say that it's ultimately a failure of this place's education system on like, how the Fane actually works, I guess. Oh yeah, and the big secret is Furia is actually Pendragon's daughter. She was born without wings, and everyone's kind of freaking out about what that would mean if people knew Leffins were being born without wings. So they said she was an orphan to keep that a secret. Hmm. Girls calls out from somewhere, "Help! Please, someone help me!" Get out on my arms! Where'd the music come from? Tried to save me, didn't you, Rio? Thank you very much. Weird, when I began to fall, the stone suddenly got warm. Maybe that's another one of the Bliss Rock's powers. Never mind that, worried about my family. Let's go! No one can move around anymore without the wind. Please, Rion, help us save the valley once more. It's you, Rion. Mother needs to talk to you about the wit. Okay. Thank you for bringing Furia back, Rio. Now, that's what I need you to do. You listen up too, Furia. The real reason the wind stops is because the dark clouds engulfing the spirit statue. So why didn't it stop earlier, then? It's been said since olden times that the statue has protected the wind of the valley. To go back in the fane and somehow eradicate that cloud. Do you follow me so far? Good. Now, the statue is protected by a door that can only be opened by a Leffen. So, Furia, I want you to go open the door for them. You know that won't work for Emma. I'm not a Leffen. Mother! There's no time to bicker over this. We'll all die if you don't do it. I'm going to say this just once, Furia, so listen carefully. You're not an orphan. You're a full-blooded Leffen and a member of our family. What? But I don't have any wings. I had no idea what God had in mind, but he gave you that body, not to mention a foolish father tried to hide the truth from you. I'm sorry, Furia. You have every right to despise the man, but we still have a task to do. You're the only person who can save the valley now. Please help us. I want to save the people in the valley. Now then, let's make haste for the fane. I don't know why she gets the full join the party jingle when she doesn't actually participate in any party stuff. Right, had this to give you, Rion. Take care of Furia for me, Rion. I guess the Bliss Rock is supposed to be in, like, some kind of enhancer for the Wind Spirit's blessing for the area? I don't know. This worked before for taking him out one turn, so... We gotta do this again. Not sure how wide of a path we actually get while we're doing this. Oh, come on! Barely stepped away from the frickin' statue to try to get around it. Wrong one, dang it. There's it here. Where we need her. This is the door, right? If I can open it, then it proves I am 11. Please open. Can open, then it's true. Can't believe this. We should keep going. Yeah, that's right over here. Portal shows up here for the wind. Shrine, I guess the best way to put it in the, well, the main shrine, I guess. And that's our hint that we gotta blow the Bliss Rock. We did. basically, we have to get the... Add this to it. We gotta get the wind to blow on it. There we go. Amazing, truly. This guy is considered to be one of the harder bosses in the game. The dark cloud disappeared. I'm sure my father will want the Bliss Rock back, so I'll go get it. Rion, why don't you check on the spirit statue? Okay, they just... What? So what? Can I just... kill her now? So, I should blow away the dark cloud. Not bad for a stinking human. Want your win back? You ought to take me down. Let's see how brave you really are. Come on! That's right, he never went down the mage line, so he does not have sap. The main issue is the fact that he's immune to wind damage, so if you're relying on vacuum at this point, you're gonna have a bad time. I think he also has a sleep move, too. Being able to almost do 100 damage is also not the best for us, especially since I am over leveled. So other people would have much of a pool. And there's one of the big problems is that he can keep on calling in friends. Ink Rock throws still works. Okay, it does. So yeah, God Hand makes this fight way easier. That really isn't saying much given the fact that God Hand is one of the best classes in the game. I guess you would also need to know about, you know, sword dance being the fighter plus, no, warrior plus dancer combo skill. That's where majority of my damage comes from. Who the hell are you? I threw everything I had at you, but you humans are combined force. Rion, are you alright? I've got the Bliss Rocks. Let's head back to the valley. The cave has now disappeared, so I hope you got that, tiny metal out of it. Oh. Ready then, off to the park it goes. Oh, we try it again. Try what again? What else? We put Fury up on the roof and... Count me out. Oh, why not? I get it. You've fallen in love, haven't you? You're choosing some girl with no wings over me. Say whatever you want. I'm not teasing Furia anymore. Forget it then. You're no fun anymore. Grandma! I'm so glad to see you return safely. Thanks to you, the wind has returned to the valley. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This hasn't been easy for you, Furia. No, I'm fine. I'm sure you're happy to know you're a true Leffen now. Uh-huh. I've just been like your father, trying to hide it all the time. If you can forgive us, Furia. Don't say that. I'm not bitter about anything. Finally found out who my real father was. I'm so happy. Thank you, Furia. Such a gentle-hearted child. Grandma, can we save this for later? I brought back the Bliss Rock, but maybe I should have kept it where it was. Not Super Rock. Well, if it makes you feel better. That rock is amazing. Tell them what happened, Ria. Rion told the story of Furia falling off the cliff. That rock saved Furia's life. That gives me an idea. Furia, would you come with me for a moment? Very soon everyone will know you're a full-blooded Leffen. If you can fly, you can finally be a true member of our village. I want you to try flying now. I'll catch you if you fall. Alright, I'll try flying. I can't believe it. This isn't just some old rock after all. I mean, we knew it wasn't just an old rock. It is actually a source of wind. Without Stone Fury, you'll have no reason to feel inferior to anyone else. Keep that stone with you, my girl, and don't let anyone complain about it. Or for you, we probably all would have died. I don't want the stone. Fury, for heaven's sake, why not? I know now that I'm 11, that's enough for me. I want to live naturally the way God made me, just like you've always said, Grandma. I have to admit you're right about that, but if it's all the same, I'll take the stone. Well, sure, go ahead, but why do you still want it? I want to give it to Rion as thanks for saving this valley. It caused the wind to blow and let the bear fly. I'm sure it has more powers. I'm sure they'll be able to use it in their travels far more than I. We sure don't need that stone anymore. Do with it as you wish. So here, Rion, take care of it for me. As I recall, I think this is what we need to access the underwater area. Come back to Gorges sometime, okay, Rion? Promise. Need to talk to him again? At the fan, tried to speak to Fear. When I saw her face, though, my speech fled and I left her in silence. I feel so pathetic. Seriously, the game really does not like that guy. You too. Girl. Come on, girl. Hey, he's at 30. Kitsu. Kitsu. Hey, you leave her alone, Kitsu. Kitsu. Girl. Keep Kitsu out of trouble for a second. Alrighty. About that. Yes. Oh, I think that's it on to the southwest. Realize the fact that the place is like surrounded by forest around here really makes it a pain in the butt to actually try to make use of the freaking carpet. Oh yeah, that's the wind tower. I don't think we can actually go over here yet. You go inside? Sorry, but it's forbidden to go inside the tower. What? This tower wasn't here before? What are you talking about? It's practically touching the sky. How could you have not noticed it before? Yes, that will be important later. Welcome to Gorges, home of the legendary Winged Muffins. I'm sorry, I was just a little out of breath. You think that the legend of people flying are true? Figures much. I disagree, though. Why would there be a village in the bottom of a valley? It's their fault. I have to walk up this damn hill every day. The help belongs to the dragon of Lefa. No one's allowed in, so you might as well give up. Dragon hasn't been seen outside for a while now. We're all afraid she's ill or maybe worse. Oh yeah, that's right. We should be able to use the Shrine and Power Rod. Right. Got it. Oh, you're throwing it over the river? If you mess up, it'll fall right in. Okay, give it a try. I'm not gonna throw mine over there. I just got it. Come on, if you won't get any better like that. All right, here I go. I better not. What is it with boys? Whenever someone gets something new, they all have to have it. I hate people like that. If you say so. Like anything new. The angel dress does actually get some notoriety for being like it prevents instant death. Remember how much it actually like that's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, nothing new. Not there. And make sure we look out for any new fragments. Here. Oh yeah, that kind of stockade is gone. Oh yeah, that's what it's supposed to be? No, wait, no. It should... Oh, no, wait. Never mind. It's not part of the cube world. That becomes part of this place later. Referring to the place where we're going to try to go in a minute. I wonder if one of them is still a mimic. The life acorn now. Hey, an aqua shard. Should be the coastal. Check over here just in case there's a chest or something. They added water, apparently. Instead of a spinny hallway. Oh, no, wait, the spinny hallway's still here. Hey, full party heal. Still nothing back there. Nope. Okay. Guess we might need a key for that, but I guess not. There's shards around here. Lyria stood there since ancient times, gazing out across the land. She has always watched over the holy wind that blesses us every day. Good traveler, do you know why this statue is called Fyria? A long time ago, back when Leffins could fly, an agent of evil descended upon us and pushed us to the brink of despair. Our young girl worked together with 4 heroes to save the land. Her name was Fyria. Now she is the namesake of this statue. Even now, nobody knows the identity of the 4 heroes. May just be a myth, but I think it's a wonderful story. See, you're also a group of four. May Furia bestow her blessings upon you. Best. It's Balrog. Yeah, here we go. Waited even in the face of darkness. This world will not last forever. God's legacy must be found. The Bliss Rock will tell you when the time comes. Have you come to show me the time? It's definitely the Bliss Rock. The time has come for me to fulfill my duty. This point on, I shall dedicate the prayers of our soldiers unto you. The flower floating in this lake is the servant of God. It will lead you to the Bliss Rock. When you have offered this stone to heaven in the land of the crest of God, the path to revival will be made clear. The door is now open. Please go. This location is job level limit free. Only takes us long enough to find a spot like that. It's kind of funny that it jumps right from 35 to 99 like this. Oh my. But you guys look lovely. There is like a series of places that we go through between the overworld and underwater. A merman over there. Look like one, but I'm not a monster. I've overcome the pain of death, become reborn, but no one comes close enough to listen to me. Say, do you know where the Undersea King lives? Get out of here and don't come back. Is something we can do there, as I recall. There we go. Another question marks shard. Don't I remember there being some ghosts that we find around here? Like that? There it is. Up we go. There's a person bearing the Bliss Rock has appeared from the land below. Fear late. Welcome to our fane, servants of God. Into the fane of the soldiers of God. Long ago, our ancestors took refuge in the sky fanes. However, the Bliss Rocks that once held the fanes aloft weakened, and two of the fanes fell to the lands below. One around here has really good armor for Ira. Thanks to the four small fanes, he's to ascend into the sky, but the Demon Lord's power was great, and God could not risk putting all the power into the Bliss Rocks. Usually, two of the fanes fell from their lofty heights. Not only this fane, the fane that contains the pedestal of resurrection, continues to be sustained by the power of the Bliss Rock. Chosen ones, we never gave up hope that you'd arrive. There's little time left. Proceed to the fade ahead and complete the pedestal of resurrection. We do now is entrust our hopes to you. Welcome to our temple. Oh, temple. Here we go. Word of the Festival of God. Receive this beautiful sparkling clothes. It's the freaking innocent dress that's supposed to be worn during the resurrection ritual. If you're permitted to wear it, please treat it with respect it deserves. What? Really? They gave it much better defense in the remake. Around four fanes in the sky, they would have built up an immense amount of power over the years, but now there are only two left. You're the other one, right on the stone that brought you here. The revival pedestal is located there. God fought together with God and the great hero against the demon lord. When victory looked as if it was out of reach, God must have sent his soldiers towards uncertain salvation in the skies. Wish we knew the truth, but two fanes already lost. Soon the glories of our ancestors will all be but a forgotten memory. Their heal spots. Music that makes no sound, talking about the murmurs of power coming from the Bliss Rock. When all four fanes were here, the raw power generated must have been unimaginable. Like they got more than just one Bliss Rock. And we don't have that. Should be able to just warp here now. Yeah, Sky, there we go. Real quick, let's check with the hidden lady. Duck. There it is. Gee. Oh, okay, that's a future thing. Like, we haven't actually unlocked that area yet. An aqua shard. This will be the last of the land shards. So yeah, fire and wind are completely done, and we're on the last land and water shard area. Oh good, we only need one more. Good. Alright. Oh yeah, this is the priest one. Which I think we'll get to tomorrow. It's just been a bad day all around. Thank you all for coming on out, and hopefully you'll join me again next time. Or hopefully I can get to like right before we fight the Demon Lord. I guess we'll see. Either way, thank you all for coming on.